If you're ready to jump into the fourth or fifth dimensional way of being, watch this video. In this video, I'm going to dismantle a 3D belief that you may be holding on to that you need to release in order to access a different level of consciousness. Be ready. If this video makes you uncomfortable and you feel a trigger, or you feel passive aggressive, or you feel like you want to disagree with me or let me know that you disagree with me, I want you to stop for a minute, self-reflect, and scan your body and ask yourself, where am I feeling this discomfort? So in this video, I'm going to talk about different vibrational frequencies. Before I get into what I'm about to say, when I say 3D, I mean what we see here on Earth. Everything that you witness with your eyes and you feel with your senses, that is 3-dimensional. 4D is beyond the physical realm, when it has to do with the emotions, the thoughts, and becoming the observer and becoming aware of them. 5D is understanding there is something not just beyond the physical and beyond the thoughts and emotions, there is something that is universal. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how raising your vibrational frequency is a 3D construct. I know I'm disagreeing with a lot of spiritual teachers that may have taught you stuff and books that you may have read that you really believe in. And although I do think they have a very good point, scientifically what they're saying doesn't add up. Let me explain. I want you to picture the quantum field, the energy and everything around you, kind of like a grid. Each one of these lines is also connected to you, and they carry a vibrational frequency. Now, a vibration is the movement. A frequency is how fast the movement is going. For example, if I just swing this is vibrating, it's moving, it's vibrating at a very low frequency. It's not going very fast. If I use my bracelet, an elastic, and I pull on it, it vibrates at a very fast frequency. Picture vibrational frequencies like sounds, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. No sound is good and no sound is bad. Based on a theory that we must always live in high vibrational frequency means we should always live in la, ti and avoid do, re, mi. The day that I realized this was a few years back when I was doing some transcendental meditation. I found myself floating around in space. And when I was there, and I used to believe in this whole high vibes and raise your frequency in order to heal your body and do all that stuff, I realized in space there is no high or low, up or down. The idea of high and low, up or down, polarity, duality, is a human 3-dimensional construct. It is a way for us to say good and bad. Happiness brings good feelings, which is high, kind of like heaven. Anger and sadness is low feelings, which is not feeling good, is painful, kind of like hell. There is no good frequency, just like there is no bad frequency. There's simply the 3D human judgment of emotions. We judge the sadness and anger in ourselves and others, so we see it as negative, low vibrational frequencies. When personally, I have healed my body from a so-called, what the doctors called, terminal disease. And I did it mainly using low vibrational frequencies. A reminder that the earth vibrates at 7.8 hertz, which is a very low vibrational frequency. Theta and delta brainwaves are the brainwaves that you use when you're calm or when you're meditating or when you're sleeping. Those are low vibrational frequency brainwaves. So when you use words like high vibes and low vibes, what you're saying is good feelings and bad feelings, when in the end, there is no good or bad feelings. Everything is just energy. Do you know, in every one of our lives, we are constantly at every moment raising our frequency and lowering our frequency. High vibrational frequency brainwaves are gamma, which is very healing. Grounding yourself, which is lowering your vibrational frequency by walking on the low vibrational earth, can also be healing. Delta, which is sleeping and resting, is also healing. You know, when you're sick and you need to sleep, it's because your body needs to heal and rest. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, vibration. There is no good or bad energy, frequency, or vibrations. The first step of going from the 3-dimensional thinking of high and low, good and bad, and you zoom out and become into the 4D and become the observer of your emotions and thoughts, recognizing your self-projections, that what you see in the world is a reflection of you, meaning you cannot recognize something in another that you do not possess. If you walk into a room and recognize the negative low vibe people, that's because something in you may be negative low vibe. But here's the thing. If you got triggered at what I just said, it's because you are judging the negative energy. You're not seeing it as a 5D observer, that all energy and all frequencies matter. Now, when you zoom out even more and become the 5D observer, you realize there is no high or low. There's just us floating around in space. Now, there are some people that will be beyond negative and really try to bring you down or try to hurt you. They actually don't have a low vibrational frequency. Their brainwave activity could be on high beta, constant fight or flight. These are unhealed people who carry very deep wounds. And I strongly suggest setting healthy boundaries with those people, or maybe even disconnect from the people that you don't resonate with. Their energy, that's not low vibe, just very intense energy, is going to disrupt the quantum field around you. And yes, you will feel it. Picture both of us in a pool. If I move slowly and I'm feeling calm, the waves, my energy is going to be very calm. If somebody is very excited, whether they're angry or very happy excited, they're going to have very high vibrational frequency waves. And those waves will not only collide with my waves, but they will hit me. I will feel the energy through the water waves. Well, this is happening all around us in the quantum field. I'll give you an example of how important it is to have compassion for different vibrational frequencies, and you may resonate with this. Let's say something happened to you. You either got information of a disease or you lost someone, and you walk into a very crowded room that's very happy and excited. Everybody's partying and laughing, and you're feeling very sad. You're mourning, you're grieving. The negative energy you're feeling is not bad. You're just processing the emotions. You're healing. The energy of what just happened in your external world is being processed through your internal world. It is important to feel the 5 or more stages of grief. That's how you heal. If you block that energy, you won't be able to move past it and then live peacefully. But at that moment, you don't want to be around happy people. You're just processing energy and emotions. If somebody in that moment and that party came up to you and judged you and was like, oh, you're being negative, get away, that's not compassionate. And think about this, because I in the past have been guilty of this, of saying, oh, so negative. When you are judging someone else's negative, you are technically self-projecting, because saying, oh, you're negative is not positive. Judging other people is not positive, but looking at them with compassion definitely is. It's very calm and it's very loving, which emits a very calm, loving vibrational frequency. So I'm excited because I've been making videos about this for the last few years. And I just saw a few days ago, JK Ultra just made a video about an ayahuasca experience that she had. And she kind of said this. And I'm excited because I haven't heard anybody else talk about this. I am very much present in the spiritual community. And there's a lot of high vibes only people who get very triggered when I talk about all feelings matter. It's not about not feeling negative emotions. It's about how to. When you're playing a musical instrument, it's not about not playing certain notes. It's about how to. I do believe that we can be a vibrational match to certain people, but that could change at every split second of every moment. And it's okay, because if you notice someone's negative, you just have to look internally and go, what's negative about me? And get excited that there's something that needs your attention. If you have compassion and validate yourself when you're feeling those emotions, it will no longer have power over you. Toxic, hurtful actions are a result of suppressed negative emotions. If you have compassion for yourself, it will be very easy to have compassion for others. So the 3D way of thinking is high vibes, low vibes, good and bad. 4D way of thinking is self-awareness, having compassion for you when you're feeling the negative, painful emotions. The 5D way of thinking is there is no high or low, up or down. When you expand out of the 3D world into space, everything just is. You see the duality, you accept it. You become self-aware and you accept it. And then you're able to see everything just as energy. When you judge the vibrational frequencies and the energies of others and your own, you're trying to control the energy, which creates blockage because you're thinking in a 3D way. So 5D is flowing with the energy.